Hey, I thought we'd run out of butter.
We did. This is seal blubber.
Oh, tastes like fish.
Isn't it great? Guess what we've called it?
Can't believe you got me eating seal blubber.
That's right. I can't believe you've got me eating seal blubber.
Hang on. This bacon tastes funny.
That's because it's been fried in.
Can't believe you fried my food in seal blubber.
That's right. I can't believe you fried my food in seal blubber.
Right, that's it. I'm skipping lunch. I'm going back to work, covering the bottom of the boats to prevent woodworm. Come on, Bob.
Well, you know what you're going to need.
Not.
I can't believe I'm covering the bottom of my longship in seal blubber to prevent woodworm.
That's right. Seal blubber. You can eat it, fry things in it, and cover the bottom of your boat in it.
Warning, seals were hurt in the manufacture of these products. Lots and lots of seals. We don't even eat the meat if we can help it. We just chuck it away. It tastes even worse than the blubber.
Vikings ate seal blubber in settlements like their one in Iceland, so named because it was, well, icy. When Eric the Red was exiled and wanted to start his own settlement somewhere even icier, he had to fool other Vikings into joining him.
Hi, I'm Eric the Red. Are you a Viking looking for a fresh start? Then why not move to the sun-drenched paradise that's so clean and fertile, we've called it Greenland?
We only moved here because you were exiled from Iceland and wanted to be chieftain of somewhere else.
Mom!
Well, what's the point of being chieftain of Greenland unless you find some people to rule?
Don't listen to her. Magnus just moved here and he loves it.
I love it.
We're looking for young Vikings to come and join the party here in Greenland. Pour me a drink, Magnus.
I can't. The beer is frozen. And look, the jug is frozen to my hand. I've got a jug hand.
Don't believe what you've heard. The weather here is great, and the land is so fertile. Why else would we call it Greenland?
To encourage people to move here, even though it's freezing and there's no food?
Mom! I've lost a thumb. It must have got so hot it went to find some shade. We're so lucky to live here. That's why Mom's gone to Greenland.
Oh, you stupid boy.
Now give me my furs, I'm freezing here.
We Vikings have an awful reputation with your nation. But when we'd finished plundering and pillages, made nice villages, any place name ending Thorpe or Kirk or B was us, you see. Scunthorpe, Ormskirk, Wetherby, Scarborough Fair, we named them, yeah. We split your isles diagonally from southeast to northwest. Our section called the Danelaw, King Alfred ruled the rest. Think we're scary? No, don't flee. Conquered Saxons would find we settled and lived in harmony. Viking land, though we began as raiders, so well planned. You accepted us as traitors. We introduced some new terms: husband, gasp, egg, awkward, nag, leg. More than 50 words to leave your lingo. To your liking, thank a Viking. Your little town of Swansea City, named for our King Sweyn. Waterford and Dublin, us old Norse Vikings again. As farmers we made doubly sure to respect agriculture. With us locals felt secure. North Scotland, large parts of that whole region, North Scotland, were improved by Norwegians. London Bridge is falling down, the nursery rhyme comes from our time. Vikings played heroes, in 1014 it was pulled down by Olafur Haraldsson, you could call him old. In a dispute with King Canute, Olafur's side won. Ethelred returned as king and could be heard proclaiming, "Here's to you, Olafur Haraldsson, Viking land." We swapped our life of violence North Scotland,
to enjoy the sound of silence.
there's no doubt under Viking rule, Britain did improve, feeling groovy. And that's no lie, la, lie, la, la, lie.
Welcome to Historical Wife Swap. This is Mr. Viking and his wife from Norway.
Don't grow, dear.
Sorry, love, sorry.
And this week they'll be doing a wife swap with the Thralls, a family of slaves who live at the bottom of their garden. But how will these two very different classes of Norwegians get along? Mrs. Viking has left her house and husband behind and is about to meet Mr. Thrall.
You there.
Hi! Oh, don't be alarmed. I'm just very ugly. I'm Mr. Thrall. You looking forward to being a thrall for the week?
Am I heck?
Come on, it'll be fun. I mean, normally to be a thrall, you have to be born a thrall. I'm an uneducated slave, so was my father and my grandfather before him. My kids will be slaves too, won't you, Blobnose?
Yeah.
Chip off the old block, eh?
Oh, what a horrible-looking boy.
It's a girl.
Things aren't going any better at Mr. Viking's house.
Hello, I'm Mr. Viking. Pleased to meet you. Actually, I'm not going to. So, what's your name? Sorry, I forgot. You slaves need permission to speak, don't you? Well, for the rest of this week, permission granted. You're going to live like my wife now, and she talks whenever she likes. And boy, do I know it.
Meanwhile, Mrs. Viking is getting her hands dirty as she helps Mr. Thrall with his daily chores.
Right, that must be enough. How long have I been digging for now?
About 3 minutes.
3? I haven't worked this hard since... whatever.
I've been working this hard since the age of 5. And it's not just mending fences and digging for peat. It's building walls, herding animals, grinding corn, and spreading pig muck.
It's dinner time at the Viking house.
Do I have to wear this all the time?
No, just while I'm eating. Finished. Oh.
So how did you and Mrs. Viking meet?
Snorridatir.
Pardon?
It's not Mrs. Viking, it's Mrs. Snorridatir. Viking women don't take their husbands' names.
Oh, right.
I was 15, she was 15. She was going through a very messy divorce.
You what?
Yeah, she dumped her first husband because he showed too much bare chest. And then my family paid her to marry me.
This Mrs. Snottyflopper sounds awful. She gets paid to get married. She can get divorced when she likes for the silliest of reasons. And she makes us thralls do all the work for her. I tell you, I would like to give her a piece of my mind. Providing she gave me permission to speak, of course.
Being a thrall is really hard work. Apparently, Mr. Thrall and his wife have to do this stuff every day for free just because they're ordered to by some bossy, horrible old Viking hag with no manners. Hang on. He means me.
It's time for the Vikings and Thralls to sit down and see what they've learned over the last week.
If I'm honest, sir, I find your wife snobbish, arrogant and lazy. But I must say she is quite a looker.
What?
Well, your wife is fantastic at housework. She's a great cook. I mean, admittedly, she does look a little bit like rotting meat, but then at least she doesn't tell you what to do all the time.
Tell you what to do? I only take charge because you're always away killing monks or burning down villages. I mean, when was the last time you were around to dig up some peat or put up a fence?
Don't need to dig up peat or put up a fence, because we have thralls for that, don't we?
Well, I don't need to cook or clean because we have thralls to do that too.
Yes. Good. So basically, what you're saying is things are pretty good as they are, when you think about it.
Not for us, they're not.
Permission to speak terminated.
Yeah, I agree. Back to the bottom of the garden, you two.
Do you know what? I forgot how ugly you are.
Oh, you say the loveliest things.
Come on.
You join us on this, the saddest of days. Our great leader, Ragnar the Brave, is dead, and it's time for his traditional Viking funeral. As he's laid to rest on his longboat, he will be sorely missed by his two sons, Olaf the Fierce.
I'm the new leader now.
And Sigrid the Bitter.
I wanted to be the new leader, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
And now everything that Ragnar needs for his journey into the afterlife is thrown into the longboat. His mighty axe, his steely sword, his trusty shield, plenty of food.
Walrus pie!
And his favourite slave girl.
I was the chief's favourite slave girl. I was his favourite. Well, this is quite an honour.
And now the longboat will be set on fire.
Oh, great. I knew there'd be a catch.
And the ceremony would not be complete without a moving Viking poem.
Ragnar the Brave has lost his head. We Vikings aren't sad. We party instead! Ah!
And so the solemn Viking funeral ends in the traditional Viking way.
Right! Who wants a fight?
It's what Ragnar would have wanted!
Such moving scenes. Quite brings a tear to the eye.
I love a good funeral!
We Saxons were defeated by Norman Duke William the Conqueror. He was a pretty ruthless character, and he always got his own way.
He was the vicious, arrogant Norman Duke who would one day rule England.
Oh, really? Good. I like England. Apart from the weather. Oh, and the food. And the people.
She was the beautiful granddaughter of the French king.
Grandpapa, can I have a pony?
Yes, have 100 ponies.
I love you, Grandpapa.
And when William asked for her hand in marriage, there was only ever going to be one answer.
No way. I'm way too posh for that stinky Duke William. I'm going to marry like a prince or something.
But William wouldn't take no for an answer. He set off on a journey to win the heart of the beautiful princess.
Stand up.
I am standing up.
Wow, you're very small.
Yeah, I'm like 4 foot. What do you want?
I want you to marry me.
I will never marry you.
We'll see about that.
Duke William used all his charm to make Matilda fall in love with him.
Marry me.
No!
Marry me.
No!
Marry me.
Okay.
Great.
Hey, whoa, now hang on a minute. What was all that about?
All what?
All that! You pulling her hair and pushing her in the mud and stuff.
Well, it's just what happened. She said no, so I pulled her hair and then I pushed her in the mud and...
But you can't do that.
Yeah, I know. It was terrible. But actually, he turned out to be a really good husband.
Yeah, we were together 30 years.
We had 11 beautiful children.
Yeah, but it's kinda... But
What?
Ah, forget it. So where were we? Coming soon to a cinema near you, Mud and Matilda. A tale of loving and shoving.
Oi! I already said yes.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Rated unreasonable. Words we get from the Normans.
War, peace, violence, justice, savage, amuse, punish, gentle, enemy, regret,
murder,
surrender, fool.
Who gave us Vikings permission to be so gorgeous? Nobody. We didn't need it. And neither do you.
Now we just raided this village and we found this Saxon that smells like a real ass.
He means donkey, cheeky boy. But we're gonna give this Saxon some sass.
I know that we Vikings have a reputation for burning farms and taking things, but we're actually going to give you a heck of a lot of self-esteem.
Although, to be fair, when we're finished, we probably will still burn down his home and kill his family. We're totally crazy.
Just try and take me through what you're thinking with this, because, I mean, I've had helmet hair in the past, but this is ridiculous.
Well, it's just sort of normal Saxon hairdo, isn't it?
Hairdo? More like hair down, am I right? You're single, you're desperate, but don't worry. We're here to help.
I feel like family. No! Honestly, I'm fine as I am. Seriously.
Shush when we're doing this. How do you think that us Vikings get all the ladies?
Kill their husbands?
Yes, we do that a lot, but we also take something that's called a bath.
I take baths.
Every single week?
Sometimes, you know, special occasions, weddings.
People around here obviously don't get married very often.
And you know why? Because they're filled with creepy crawlies. Yeah. Let's get rid of these.
Yeah, with this comb.
And I'm thinking that we're gonna turn these lank locks blonde, so it's popping. with this special soap.
Close your eyes.
Why?
I'm just going to remove some of this booze.
Ow! That really hurt.
Not as much as having your head cut off.
Well, yeah, obviously, but come on, maybe that's enough now.
Just getting some earwax out with my tiny spoon.
This is going great.
When we first met Dave the Saxon, he barely bathed and his haircut was totally 400 BC. But now look at him! OMV for Viking! Not only did we spruce him up with some Viking soap and a hair comb, we gave him some bang-up-to-date threads and filed grooves in his teeth to really glam up that growl.
Oh! Yeah! Thanks, guys. I actually feel really great about myself.
Oh, you look great!
And we still have one last surprise for you.
Viking treasure? Or maybe some of that soap so I can keep myself clean?
No, we're not going to kill you.
Now go get yourself a Saxon woman.
Hi there.
Viking!
Oh, hair still looks good.
Yeah, plenty of body.
Vicious Vikings!
Warrior! Fight your way through history. You are a Viking, the most terrifying warrior the world has ever known. It's time for you to invade Britain.
Select weapon. Head-chopping axe, skull-crushing hammer, gut-slashing sword. Selection complete.
Choose the mightiest British warrior to fight, or just go to Britain and butcher some defenseless monks.
British monk selected.
Recreate the battles of the brave Viking warriors.
Select weapon. Bible. Selection complete.
Warrior! How many unarmed British monks can you slaughter? How much treasure can you steal? How many British monasteries can you destroy?
Select new British monastery.
But it's not all just kill, kill, kill. You take monks as slaves too.
Viking wins. Again.
Warrior! No mercy. No morals. No contest.
Hello, food lovers!
We are the hairy Vikings.
Is there any other kind, Si?
I don't think so, Dave. Now, today we're going to be cooking a traditional Viking winter stew.
Now, food can be in very short supply in a Scandinavian winter, so this recipe is really quite simple.
Aye, you just get all the veggies and fresh meat you can lay your hands on, and you chucks it in your cauldron. And then, if you find any more, you just bung that in too.
Oh, now this stew's been on the go for about a month or so, and meat's been in there longer than he's been growing his beard.
There's a bit of goose in there, lovely. There's hair in there.
Oh, it must be molting.
No, I mean hair as in the big rabbit.
Oh, tasty, yes.
By the looks of things, I think we got a bit of walrus in there as well.
Oh, I love a bit of walrus.
Love a bit of walrus.
Love a bit of walrus.
Now, Dave, what else can we add in there?
I'll tell you what we got, Si. Here we are. A seagull.
Oh.
Nice and easy to catch, and surprisingly, very tasty.
Lovely. What else have we got, Dave?
Well, that's it. I mean, it's winter, so there's not much around.
Well, that won't keep a couple of hairy Vikings like us going. I mean, I could eat a horse.
So could I.
No, really, I could eat a horse.
What, you mean, like Dobbin? How Dobbin?
Well, needs must, Dave. Dobbin's past it. It's winter. Enter the potty goose.
Well, why don't we just put that polar bear in instead?
What polar bear?
The one that's caught the scent of the stew. Oh, next week we'll be catching and cooking a whale.
We're gonna need a bigger pot.
It's thought that the shortage of food at home forced the Vikings to invade other countries, and Saxon King Ethelred the Unready had real trouble keeping them out of England.
Being a Viking wasn't all fight, fight, fight. We like to look good too, and what you're about to see are all genuine Viking beauty treatments.
Struggle hairdressers, hair there and everywhere.
Oh, what is it with you Vikings that you're always coming in on a Saturday?
It's tradition.
You know Vikings like to do their grooming on Saturdays. Look, can't I just have a hair wash?
Does it look like I can? I mean, some of these Vikings made their appointments weeks ago.
Okay. Eyebrow tidy?
No. Shelley's run off her feet moustache trimming as it is.
Oh, look, please. I've got a long ship raid for a fortnight from Wednesday. I just want to look my best. Look, you know us Vikings take our grooming very seriously.
All right. I've got a cancellation Tuesday morning. I can fit you in for a hair wash, dye and a plait then.
I don't know, it's cutting it a bit fine, Suzanne, you know?
Well, I'll see if Shelley can book you an earwax removal at the same time. She's got a new Viking ear spoon.
Really?
Shelley, show me your new ear spoon.
Oh, that is brilliant. Cheers, Suzanne. I'll see you then.
Eric, that's you done. Now, who's next for a hair wash?
I am.
Oh, I hate Saturdays.
In an age of darkness, a time of Saxon Gods.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't take you prisoner right now. Good reason?
Only one could unite them to save the day.
I am Woden, chief of all the gods. I'm putting a team together.
You'll only mess it up.
Probably.
You need someone to save the day.
Definitely. I'm putting a team together and I'd hate to do it without my pretty wife.
Let's go.
Starring Tu, god of war, Thunor, god of thunder, and Freya, god of fertility. Apart, they were worshipped. Together, they became legend.
So what's this superhero team called, Woden?
We are Days of the Week.
Sorry, what? We're going to be Days of the Week?
Yeah, you know, like Tuesday, Woden's Day, Thunor's Day, Freya's Day.
What are we meant to do exactly?
Nothing really. Just look butch for the posters.
Tuesday.
Woden's Day. Thunor's Day.
Freya's Day.
And Saturn's Day.
Sorry, do you mind? You're a Roman god. This is Saxon God Week, only for Saxons.
Yeah, what about Moon Day and Sunday?
Yeah, we're a 4-day week team.
Witness the incredible story of how the greatest gods of the Saxon age came together to become almost 1 week.
Weekdays assemble! Some of the weekdays assemble.
Welcome to Anglo-Saxon Ghost Hunt. This week, I'm with Ethelberger of Norwich. She's found something spooky in her hut. Come on.
This way.
Oh! Don't be afraid! Don't be afraid! Right, where's that coming from? There, okay. All right, whose ashes are in this jar?
That's my husband. He was killed by the Vikings.
By the Vikings, okay. You had him cremated then?
Yes, and he's haunting me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, don't worry, that's why I'm here. All right. Okay. Oh! Don't worry. No, he's talking to me. He's trying to talk to me. Darling, okay. He's trying to talk to me. Okay, I can't quite hear. What's that? All right, okay. Now, as every Anglo-Saxon knows, what you should have done is put a little hole in the side of the jar, okay? Because when dead spirits find themselves confined in little jars, they get a bit cross.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so just put a little hole in there.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably why it's haunting you.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh! No! Don't be afraid, no! Where's that coming from? Over here! Okay, who's in there?
That's my uncle Ethelric.
Okay.
And he was killed by Vikings too.
Oh, okay, here's an idea.
Right.
All right? Because dead spirits, they like to have a bit of a natter, just like we do. So what we're going to do is we're gonna mix up the ashes like that. Okay, so they can have a little natter now. Okay, there. Problem is solved. The haunting has stopped.
That's a great relief. Oh, phew.
All right, so what you should have done in the first place to avoid all this bother, okay, when they died, just chop their heads off.
Oh, right.
Yeah? Because it's a well-known Anglo-Saxon fact that if you chop the heads off when they die, they won't haunt you.
Is that true?
Only one way to find out.
Oh, no, don't worry. It's a ghost. Don't worry, it's a ghost. It's only a It's not a ghost, it's an actual Viking.
Hello and welcome to Invasion. This week we're looking for somewhere in mainland Britain for two Saxon brothers, Hengist and Horsa, to take over. Let's go and meet them. Hengist, Horsa, I've brought you here to the island of Thanet, just off the coast of Kent. I think it ticks all your boxes, but what do you think?
Well, it's a little bit small.
Oh, that is a shame, because the vendor, Vortigern, King of the Britons, is willing to offer you this for free.
I should hope so. He owes us big time for helping to drive the Picts back up to Scotland.
Yeah, we're really good at fighting, you know.
Well, I am anyway.
You're not as good as me.
How can you say that? I'm like the best at fighting. So, anyway, we do really need somewhere bigger.
Where did you have in mind?
Kent.
Oh, lovely. Whereabouts in Kent?
Kent. The whole of Kent.
Whole of Kent?
Hengist and Horsa have their hearts set on the whole of Kent. But first they'll have to negotiate with the current owner, Vortigern, King of the Britons.
Going low.
Okay, you sure? Yeah. We'll give you nothing for it.
Well, that's a toughie. I'm going to have to say no.
You drive a hard bargain.
How about if I offer you, my daughter, Rowena?
Yes, it's a deal.
Do I get a say in this?
No, probably not, no.
Well, that's great. We've got them exactly what they wanted.
You know, thinking about it, Kent does still feel a little bit small.
We'd like somewhere much bigger than this, please.
So are you going to offer me any more attractive daughters? Because
I have a cousin, but...
We thought we could offer you this. We're really good at fighting.
Well, I am anyway.
You're not as good as me.
I'm way better than you. I won that competition thing. Come back, British King!
Negotiations over further land have got a bit out of hand. In fact, they've turned into an all-out war, and Horsa has been forced to pull out of the deal.
Ouch! I told you I was a better fighter than him.
In an effort to finalise negotiations, Hengist has invited Vortigern over for a peace banquet.
Right, best lay the table. So, spoon here, knife in the back of the neck.
Dinner. How civilized. So much better than fighting, I find.
Yeah. Shall I carve?
Yes. Yeah, there's no food. There's no food. So he killed everybody, then asked me whether I wanted to die, and I gave him the whole of the southeast of England. Tough negotiator.
So, Hengist, happy?
Yeah, for sure.
Good. Well, it just goes to show you can move right up the property ladder if you've got a good eye for a bargain.
And you're really good at fighting.
See you next week. Hopefully.
Was the summer of 793 when we sailed across the great North Sea.
Comets crossed the skies that night. You must have known something wasn't right.
We arrived upon your English shore and you offered friendship, but we wanted more. Yes, so much more. We're tearing up this place tonight. We're gonna set this sleepy town alight. We'll kill and steal and burn and drink, 'cause us Viking don't care what you think. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me in now, won't you please?
We're here to raid your monastery.
We're primed and ready to attack.
And we love how monks just don't fight back.
You'll die or become a slave to me,
though our slaves often get chucked in the sea. Yeah. If the boat's heavy,
you're gonna lose your head, my friend. We're gonna get ya in the end. And I'll drink a toast from your skull, 'cause we are Vikings, and that's how we roll. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
story.